Hello beautiful people of YouTube, my name is Kelsey and I welcome you guys back to my channel if you have never been here before. I post makeup stuff all the time, pretty much. Everything I do is makeup related. I might try to do some vlogs here and then, but basically all makeup and beauty. So if that's something you like, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave, because I will be uploading a lot more now that I'm done with finals and now that school is over. I finally have a break. That means more time for YouTube, more time to film, and more time to blog. I also have a blog that will be in the description box below. I'm going to be testing out a $9 foundation today from Ulta Beauty. I have this new Makeup Revolution foundation stick that I'm going to be trying out today. Before we put this on my face, I'm going to read the claims, the reviews, tell you the shades, all that jazz. So let's get started. Alrighty, so Fast Base Stick Foundation by Makeup Revolution. It runs for $9. So you have 18 shades here in this foundation. I think it's a pretty good range. They have pretty good amount of dark shades and they have a good amount of light shades. So hopefully this shade that I got today will match. I have the color F10, so that's the one that I will be using today. And for F10, it says for medium skin tones with a golden undertone, which is kind of what I have going on. So we'll see if this one matches me correctly. Hopefully it does. The details on this foundation says only at Ulta. And if you live in the Corpus Christi area, you can come see me there. I'm there pretty much all the time. It says foundation just got faster. Available in multiple shades in a range of undertones, Makeup Revolution's Fast Base Stick Foundation quickly perfects, contours, and highlights your complexion. So, now that we're done with that, let's get to applying. To prep and prime my face today, I'm going to go in with my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. One of my favorites, my favorite one is the rose water one, but today I'm going to be using this green tea one. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shake and then spray it on my face. Whew, feels so hydrating, and I got some in my mouth. It doesn't taste good, FYI. I'm going in with a sponge. I'm going to use this Morphe sponge here, and I'm going to push that product into my face just so that my face absorbs that and it's just not doing a useless thing just sitting on top of my skin. So make sure you just press that into your skin so that it's receiving all those benefits and getting hydrated. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Tarte Ready Set Radiant Spray. Ever since I got this, I've been tending to really like it. I like to put it on before my foundation just because I feel like if I put it after, it kind of leaves little spots on my foundation, which I don't like. So I put this on before. I'm going to give it a shake so that it mixes well in the container, and then I'm going to spritz it all over my face. This one smells like cucumbers. I'm not a big, I love cucumbers, but I don't like the smell of it. And again, with my Morphe sponge, I'm just going to press that in. I actually got this primer yesterday, so I'm going to be testing this out as well. This is the NYX Honey Do Me Up Primer. I'm really excited to use this because it looks so pretty in the tube and I want to put it on my face. So I'm going to open this and prime my face. Ooh, it has like this kind of applicator here. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it's okay. I've been wanting the, whoa! Do you guys see that? Oh wow, I made a mess all over my desk. It's okay. I'm not really digging this applicator situation here. I don't like it. I don't like that it's running everywhere. I pick it up and it's like a string. So with my clean hands, I just wash them. I'm gonna go ahead and rub. Whoa. I don't know how I feel about this. I put a lot more primer than I thought I needed. I thought it was gonna be that goopy kind of texture, but as I'm feeling it like on my hands, it's a lot more watery consistency than I thought. So I'm just gonna rub that in. So here is the foundation stick. Sorry, excuse my nails, okay? I don't judge them. But this is what it looks like. It's just in this little tube here, and like I said, I got the shade F10, and this is what it looks like here. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand so you can see it. So, I mean, it kind of matches me a little bit. I'm kind of worried that it might be a little bit too cool toned, but we'll see how it blends out on the skin here. When I blend it out, it kind of blends in very effortlessly and smoothly, so that's a positive there. I'm going to go ahead and apply this on my face. So I'm going to go ahead and start here. It's a lot easier to apply than another foundation stick that I have tried. I'm not going to name it because I'm going to be doing a review on it soon. Just haven't done that yet, but I will be reviewing it soon. It's a lot smoother to apply. I'm going in with my Morphe sponge here, and I'm just going to push that product in my skin. It's looking really nice so far. I think I got a pretty good match here. It seems to match my neck for the most part. And the finish is really pretty. It's like a dewy satin kind of finish, which I'm living for at the moment. I'm using a lot more dewy products on my skin just because I feel during the summertime it's essential to look more dewy and natural looking, but dewier. And I've been living for the dewy look instead of being super matte because it makes my skin look kind of dry recently. That blended really nicely actually, and it looks pretty good on the skin. It doesn't look too cakey at all. Ooh, it doesn't look cakey at all. It doesn't look like it's sitting on top of my skin. It looks like it blended out pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and apply a second layer because if you know me, you know I am a full coverage queen. So, gotta get that extra coverage in. So I'm going to go ahead and apply one more layer of this foundation just to see if it builds up. And to get some extra coverage here, I'm going to get some extra coverage on top of these beauty marks that I have. I don't really like them showing through my foundation too much and on my lips a little bit. My forehead looks pretty good, but I'm going to give one more spot right there. And I don't like to put too much foundation on my nose. I feel like if I put too much, it doesn't stay as long for a period of time. It's just my nose. Foundation doesn't grab well to my nose. So I don't like to put too much foundation on that area. But on my cheeks and on my forehead, I do put a little bit extra. So I'm going to go back in with that sponge and just press that in. Okay, I'm just going to make sure that I bring it down my neck just so the color matches really well with my neck and there's no that like the two tones when your foundation doesn't match your neck. Oh girl, we don't do that here. We do not do that here. So go ahead and just bring that down your neck. And I think I got a really good shade that matches my neck. I feel like it might just be just me, but recently all my foundations have not matched me because I am tan now. So your girl looks like she has a white head and like a brown body, but this matches pretty well and I'm pretty happy about that. This is how the foundation looks. I'm actually really pleased. I'm looking in the viewfinder right now, so sorry that I'm not looking directly in the camera here, but it looks pretty good. It's like glowing a little bit, like a healthy glow, which I'm really digging. It looks really satiny and not natural. I'm not going to say natural because I applied a pretty good amount of it. But it was really easy to blend. It looks really good on the skin. It's sitting on top of my nose really well, which I'm really proud of. It hasn't really cracked at all, which I'm loving. So we're going to go ahead and apply concealer on top of this just to see if it mixes well with the concealer. And I'll tell you my thoughts after that. For the sake of this video here, I'm going to be going in with my Makeup Revolution concealer. Love this concealer. If you have not tried it, definitely recommend. So I'm using this one in the shade C5 here. This one might be a little bit light just because I got it when I was not as tan. So I'm going to apply this under my eyes here, and I'm only going to apply a little bit just because it is a little bit light for me, and I don't want to be looking like a white cast like under my eyes. And then on top of that concealer, I'm going to go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. This is in the shade Light Warm, just to bring back some warmth to that skin so it's not too overly like light under there. Using this side of the Morphe sponge, I'm going to just dab that in there and just make sure it's all blended out and perfect. Okay, so my concealer is all blended out there. It blended out pretty well on top of the foundation. There's no like separation here. I'm gonna go back with that concealer on the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and a little bit on the forehead here and blend that in. This is my face so far. It looks pretty good. I'm living. I need to go ahead and set my under eye before it creases. To set my under eye today, I'm going to be using my Airspun powder. That looks good. You guys, do you see my face? Like, it looks really good. I haven't set the remainder of my face yet with any powder, but that looks freaking good. I have been testing out this Makeup Revolution banana powder for quite a while sometime. The first time that I tried it out, I did not like it. I did not like it at all. It made me feel like I put, like, there was just too much on my face, and I felt like it looked really, really cakey, but I've learned the secret, and I've learned how to apply this. So you're gonna go ahead and get a powder brush. I'm using this one by e.l.f. This is just an e.l.f. powder brush. And I put a little bit in the Airspun cap here. I go in with my brush here, tap off the excess, and I just kind of swirl it in my skin. Oop, not in my hair. And I don't apply that much. I feel like the mistake that I made the first time was that I applied way too much powder, and it left me looking really cakey. But if you really just lightly dab this on your skin, it gives a really pretty airbrush finish. I really like it. Okay, you guys, and this is my face thus far, set with all the powders and everything. The foundation looks pretty good. It's grabbed onto that powder pretty well. I'm not creasing under my nose, which I'm loving because I usually do. My nose looks pretty good. The foundation is sticking on my nose pretty well. My face looks really flawless, especially in the forehead area. There's no like fine lines or anything like that in there. And my face just looks really good. It looks really matte right now for the most part just because I applied so much powder, but you can see that there's a little bit of that shine still to my face. I'm looking in the viewfinder here, and it's not like, what is this? Is this conditioner? Kelsey, why do you have conditioner in your ear? Why can't you wash your hair correctly? And your ear, why can't you wash your freaking ear? What the heck is wrong with me? Anyways, you can see that there's like a little bit of glow and a little bit of shine, which can probably that can probably be because of the Tarte Ready Set Radiant, maybe because of the Honey Do Me Up primer by NYX, but also this foundation is supposed to be a little bit luminous and a little bit dewy feeling, so I kind of like the finish altogether with all these products working. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the remainder of my face, so bronzing, contouring, blush, highlight, etc. off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I just finished my makeup, and the powder sat really well on the foundation. There was no blotchiness or anything like that, which is really good. And I'm really digging this $9 foundation, you guys. It looks really good on my skin. I work for the remainder of the day. What time is it right now? Let me get my phone. It is currently 1:32. I don't get off of work until about 6 o'clock, but I will be doing a final check-in when I'm off of work and back home. So at the moment, I really like it, and I'm really excited to see if it stays like this all day, how long it's gonna stay like this, if it's gonna start creasing. And until my first check-in, you guys, I will see you guys on that. I just got off work. It is 6:45 right now, and this is my foundation right now. What do you think of it?
Looking poppin'.
Does it still look as good, or it looks worse?
It looks worse.
Okay, what is wrong with it?
I don't know. It doesn't look as smooth as it did earlier.
I agree. It broke apart a lot on my nose. You can see like redness right here.
On your forehead too.
Yeah, and my forehead. It broke. I'm looking at the mirror. It looks a little bit patchy on my chin. And, well, it's breaking apart a lot on my nose. I don't know if you guys can see or if the camera can pick it up, but all around my nose here, it's gone. That is a problem area of mine. My foundation usually never sticks to my nose, and it might be because I tried that new primer today, so maybe I should have tried a primer that I like and that I know works. So I'm gonna be testing this out again just to see if it breaks apart. So it wore for, when did I put it on?
You got a fat nose.
I wore it for, I put it on like at 1. It's been like, how long? 5 hours? 5.5 hours. And it's already been broken apart. There are other drugstore foundations that last longer than this that are around the same price range. But it definitely had a really good finish at the beginning, so I am going to be trying this again just to see if it works out with another primer, but I will be checking in later on tonight to show you guys the ending result, and I'll be back then. So I am here to explain everything to you. Penny is joining us today on this fine evening. It is 10:45 p.m. so I've had this foundation on since 1 o'clock. It has been a champ for holding on this long. But I'm going to go ahead and zoom in the camera here so that you guys can see up close what I'm going to be talking to you about. The problem here is the very first part where it started breaking was right under my nose. This is a really common area for me for my foundation not to stick, so I wasn't really surprised that it wasn't staying. I haven't found a foundation that works really well for my nose area unless I use a strong primer. Sometimes when I use my Benefit Professional, the foundation tends to stick at that area a lot longer. The foundation, on the other hand, it started cracking right after my nose on my chin area here. It looks a little bit splotchy right here. It's not too bad. I do have a little pimple under right here, and it did cling to that a little bit, so it looks a little bit dry, which I don't like. Like I said, other than the sides of my nose, on my nose as well, the foundation did break apart there. There's a little spots where I'm missing foundation. And then the last part that I would say that broke apart really hard was the forehead area. I have a little pimple popping up right there that you can see, and along my hairline. Everything else looks pretty good. Like, I didn't touch up at all, so this is with zero touch-ups. Well, before this video started, I did apply some more lipstick, but on my face, I have not touched up with any powders, anything like that, so it has been just chillin'. And I'm sorry about my hair. It's like in this messy whatever thing. I don't even know what that is. But for my final thoughts, I actually really enjoyed this foundation for the first couple of hours. It wore really nicely. It looked really good on my skin. Foundations do tend to break apart on my nose. It's a common thing for me, so I'm not going to judge it too harshly just because it didn't stay on my nose. I mean, this foundation was $9 and it looked pretty bomb at first. I'm going to try it again probably tomorrow with a different primer, so in my next video on the description I will update you guys on how this foundation wore. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you are notified when that video does come out, so you can see if I end up liking it or if I don't. I can see it being an issue for people with drier skin because, like I said, it did cling to this dry patch right here. So I feel like if you do have drier skin, it probably will not work for you. Maybe you can use a better hydrating primer, because the one I used, I'm not really sure if it's a good primer on its own since I've never used it. So maybe if you went in with different products and a lot of if you used a moisturizer before you went in with this product, it would be a little bit easier on your skin. For me, it did cling to this, so I couldn't imagine how it would be with someone with drier skin than I. If you have oily skin, I'm pretty sure it would work. It wasn't too dewy. It was more of a satiny, luminous finish, but it still had some coverage, and it is very buildable, so you're able to build it up if it's not as full of a coverage as you want it to be. So I really liked that about it. So overall, I really liked this product, and I really hope you guys come to try it. But don't forget to subscribe before you leave and hit the thumbs up button if you want to see more reviews from me. I have a bunch of foundations that I have in front of me actually that I need to get to reviewing, and so another video will be coming to you shortly. I'm going to try to get on a routine schedule where I post every Monday and every Friday now that I'm off from school, that I actually have time to record and to edit and to post and everything like that. But until next time, you guys, I'll see ya soon. Oh, this is the best part. That is the best part. My eyes feel so much lighter. It's like they've been working out all day. That was a pretty good foundation. I kind of liked it. It lasted for a pretty good amount of time. And it was my color too. I always have a hard time getting my color. Oh. Yay, imperfections coming back on my face.